Hey, what's up guys? Want to achieve the ultimate scratch-free wash on your ride? Well, stay tuned. I'm going to be showing you guys how using our brand new ultra clear Chemical Guys heavy duty detailing buckets. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I'm clearly excited to be going over this brand new video because we have our brand new Chemical Guys clear buckets. Now these things are awesome because they're ultra clear, which means you see right through them. Whenever you're going back and forth from your wash bucket to your ride, you want to make sure that your wash mitt is always clean and your wash water as well. So today we're going to be showing you guys a little bit more of a breakdown, kind of more of a beginner type video of the two bucket method. Alright guys, so right here we have our dirt traps. So dirt traps are a great way to filter your water from any kind of abrasive contaminants that could potentially damage your paint. Now, what is it? How does it look? As you guys can see, you have a lot of big holes on one side and then you have the smaller holes on the bottom side. Now, as you guys can see, it has a little bit of a lip. So pretty much what this does is it fits at the bottom of your bucket and it fits this way. So all the dirt, grime, and anything that you come in contact with when you're washing your vehicle, it sits in your water and it stays there. Let me show you guys how to actually, put it in place. Now, I know you guys see it all the time. We do this all the time whenever we do a video when we wash a car, but there is a little bit of a trick to it. So when you put your dirt trap in, you don't want to put it in before you fill it up with water because then you're gonna have a little bit of an air pocket underneath your bucket. So you want to make sure that you fill up your bucket first with water, and then you want to go ahead and grab it, dunk it in at an angle, and as you guys can see nice and clearly right down through the bucket. And then as you get towards the bottom, you kind of want to set your hand on top of it and set it down flat. And you have a nice little, suction where it just kind of grabs and it stays at the bottom and it's not floating up and down your bucket as you're washing your vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with my other dirt trap as well. Gonna go ahead and grab it. As you guys can see, it's angled. And as I'm going to the bottom, I'm setting it down nice and flat. And there you go. So it creates a nice little suction and it stays at the bottom of your bucket, so it filters all the abrasive particles when it comes down in your bucket. Now, as you guys see, we're ready to go. Now all we have to do is actually wash the vehicle. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna set up my foam cannon, get everything nice and going. Now right here I have my Torque Big Mouth Max Release Foam Cannon. I'm just gonna be using some Honeydew Snow Foam today. Now I don't know if you guys remember this truck, we had it in here couple months ago. Now we just want to give it a nice little maintenance wash. I'm going to be using our Honeydew Snow Foam. Honeydew Snow Foam is great for giving your vehicle a nice little maintenance wash because it creates thick, rich suds, which is going to help you uplift all that dirt, grime. As you guys can see, come check this out. If you guys come closely, the truck may look clean from afar, but I can assure you that it definitely is not. You have a lot of loose little dirt, grime, a lot of stuff that's embedded on the surface. You even got some bird poop as well. So you want to make sure that you're using advanced lubrication and suds when you're washing your truck to prevent the chance of scratches and swirls. So I'm going to come back over here to my two bucket method. I'm going to grab my Honeydew Snow Foam and pretty much just get it ready. I like to pre-fill my Big Mouth foam cannon before we start filming just because it saves some time, and I love it because clear buckets, clear bottle, make the clear choice. Honeydew Snow Foam, I'm gonna put about 2 ounces, 1, 2, and then I'm also gonna put an ounce in my red dirt trap bucket here as my soap bucket. Close that up, get my Big Mouth nozzle, put it in my bottle, turn it around. Man, I sound like I'm rapping over here. And then all you wanna do is stir it up. You want to stir it up, don't shake it up because you don't want it to foam in here. You want the solution to be just the soap and water mixture in here. You don't want it to foam up in here. So now that that's all set and ready to go, I do have my chenille microfiber wash pad. Now I'm using the pad, not the mitt today. I'm gonna set that into my soap bucket here. And what I'm gonna do now is turn on my pressure washer. I'm gonna give the vehicle a pre-rinse. So all you wanna do is make sure that your vehicle is as clean as you can possibly get it, obviously before we get into the whole wash process, as you can. So give it a rinse, that helps out a lot, and let's get started. Woo, Jason, look at those beads. I know you guys remember that series that we did a couple months ago on this channel where I actually polished, clayed, washed, did the whole shebang on this, and we even put a ceramic coating. Check it out, check out that water beading. Definite must have ceramic coating on your vehicle if you want the amazing hydrophobic properties. But let's continue washing the vehicle. right guys, so now that I'm done rinsing off the vehicle, now I can proceed with the foaming process. So we have our big mouth already set up, and now all we have to do is foam it up. So I'm gonna foam it up and be right back with you guys. So I'm gonna give that about a minute, just kind of dwell, uplift all that loose dirt, debris, and anything that it possibly can so that we have a much safer wash experience. So now that that's swelling, we can go over here. I'm gonna go ahead and put my pressure washer tip back into my gun here, and I'm just gonna activate my suds. So right here, I'm gonna grab my microfiber wash mitt and just get some nice cleaning suds on there. And when we proceed with actually washing the truck, there's also a specific motion that we use in order to do this, this safely. So whenever you wash your vehicle, you want to make sure that you wipe in straight motions, simply because if there's anything that's on the surface, especially if it gets onto a wash mitt, the last thing that we want to do is, do that circular motion, because any kind of little rock that's on there, it's pretty much just going to mimic that, and that's how you're going to get scratches and swirls on your vehicle. So this way we have the safest wash. And whenever you're wiping, you don't want to apply any kind of heavy pressure. You want to simply let the wash mitt just glide and do its job for you. All you're doing is pretty much guiding it. So wipe it down, straight motions. And then you also have two different sides of your wash mitt. So by the time you get a nice little coverage, I already have that side of the hood, this side of the hood, and partial of the middle. I can flip it around to the opposite side and continue with doing a little bit more. And one other thing, whenever you're washing vehicles, you want to make sure to start from the top and work your way down. Now, the reason for that is because gravity, you have a lot of debris up there, and it's pretty much just going to, fall down, especially like on these door panel areas, especially on these doors. The last thing that you want to do is start cleaning down here, because you still have dirt and grime up here. So just imagine by the time, you clean this part, you're pretty much just getting all this dirt and mixing it in with all the dirt that's up here, and it's not going to be a beautiful day. So you want to make sure that you work your way from top, work your way down. That way, any kind of loose dirt and debris that you knock off with the soap just gently guides it off your paint, obviously in a downward motion because gravity. Damn, I sound like Bill Nye right now. Bill Nye the science guy, Joey the chemical guy. Go, 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 go. All right, so once you've done a section of your vehicle, now you want to come back to your buckets. Now, what you don't want to do is go back to your soap bucket to grab more suds. What you want to do is grab your wash mitt and wring it out outside of your buckets. So go ahead and grab it, give it a twist, and this as well is pretty much pulling off any kind of contaminants that's in the soap on your wash mitt, and pretty much just, safely guiding it off when you wring it out. So this is working out great to make sure that our wash mitt is always clean. Once you do that, now you're gonna come to your bucket that has only water and your dirt trap. Now what you wanna do here is grab your wash mitt, go ahead and dunk it in, and you wanna kind of scrub it at the bottom. So you wanna scrub it at the bottom where the dirt trap lies, because the dirt trap, I don't know if you guys saw, but on the actual surface of the dirt trap, it has a little bit of ridges that you can actually kind of scrub your wash mitt against. So it helps you knock off any kind of dirt and debris and anything that you pretty much came into contact with that was on your vehicle. And it pushes it down through the dirt trap to filter it out so that it stays off the, this top area of your bucket, especially with your soap bucket, and you're not pretty much, going back and forth with the same dirt and debris that's on your vehicle. Now, once you're done, you're gonna go ahead and grab your wash mitt, bring it out once again, and wring it out once more. Now, what I like to do is look at my wash mitt one last time before I dunk it into my soap. So I like to look at it just to ensure that there's, see that? That would have been bad. I have some stuff right there. I want to make sure to knock that off. So I'm going to come back to my rinse bucket and just scrub that little area right there against the dirt trap to knock that stuff off, because remember, you want to make sure that your wash mitt is always clean whenever you wipe it on your vehicle. So now that I've done that, I'm going to wring it out once again. And it's all nice and clean. So now what I'm going to do is come back to my soap bucket, grab myself some nice cleaning suds right here, and proceed with cleaning my vehicle. So as you guys saw, it's a pretty easy, straightforward process. It's not rocket science. And you also have these awesome clear buckets to kind of show you all the contaminants. So when I'm done with my wash, you'll actually see that at the bottom of the dirt trap, especially now with these awesome clear new buckets, you'll see that all the abrasive contaminants that sit at the bottom of your dirt trap. You know, that's especially satisfying as a detailer or, you know, as a car enthusiast to see whenever you're washing your vehicle, because it helps you kind of understand and notice all the things that could have potentially harmed your paint, but obviously you didn't because you used the proper washing method. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish wiping down the truck, get it all wrapped up, rinse it off, dry it, and be back with you guys to show you guys the final results. All right guys, so we are finally done washing the truck. As you guys see, it looks as good as new. It looks amazing, and we can also sleep well knowing that we washed it the proper way. That wraps it up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. If you guys want more, you know, beginner type kind of videos like this, make sure to leave your video idea down below. And as always, if you guys want to pick up these brand new, awesome, clear Chemical Guys heavy duty detailing buckets, make sure to visit our website, chemicalguys.com, and pick yours up today. My name is Joey, this is Chemical Guys Detail Garage, and I'll see you guys next time.